Hey there, y'all. Today I'm gonna make a pie, a broccoli and mushroom pie with goat's cheese on top. There's my pie base. It just came out of the oven. It was in there at 220 degrees centigrade for about 25 minutes. And over here, I have nicely cooked my onion with my herbs. Okay, now a little bit of sea salt. This stuff, Gros Sel 100% Naturel, Ile de Noirmoutier. A little bit further up the coast is Guérande, where it is said that the salt is better, 84 minerals. This has got quite a lot of minerals in it. Never use sodium chloride, people. Never. What do you see what this is going to turn out like? And I'm also going to talk about the fucked up world that we are in at the minute. Okay, turn the gas up a bit. A little bit. And in it all just goes just like that. Right? Noises are dying down around me and stuff. Okay, so let's get back to that in a second. Can you see in there? Absolutely super. Now, let me just, you got to mix all the onion up. Okay, so I started off, again, usually olive oil, butter, unsalted butter, very, very important. Bad for your health, salted butter, but it also messes up the taste in your food. Because one thing I do not add to my food, ever, is sodium chloride. And I don't like buying things that already have salt in them because I know it's not my kind of salt. Okay? So, in order not to burn the onion, you gotta mix it all through. Right? It turns into a delicious pie. The combination of the two, I just love. Right, put the lid on that. Let me see. The gas ain't up. Yeah, the gas is up a little bit too high. Let's control that. So yeah. So today I had a, let's go for a little walk. I'm on a camera stand. Not very good. You hear that? Bing, bang, bing, bang, bang. Today I had I was on the telephone to the chief, our chief of Fuelon, for about 4 hours today. We discussed a lot of things, and we're talking about politics and people's approach to the political system, the acceptance of it, and what future does it have? What future does politics have in this world in the next 50 years, 30 years, 25 years, year even? And democracy. Now, there's a word for you. There was fucking rain on again. The weather forecast has been lying to me for 3 or 4 days saying, oh, it's going to be lovely, and it fucking keeps raining. Look, it's the 1st of June. And I've never in my life ever lit a fire before on the 1st of June. But I have to right now. It's fucking freezing. Where was I? Democracy. Okay. The people, unqualified, choose a leader. Look at my cat's up there. It's just me and the cat. Everybody's gone away on holidays and left me all on my own. That's why I'm cooking a big pie for myself. I'm getting fucking sidetracked here. Democracy. Where it came from? So we're told it came from the ancient Greeks. There were no ancient Greeks. It's a load of bullshit. So where did it come from? Well, it's conjured up in the past few hundred years by gangs of people to get the people to believe that they're choosing a leader. Now, we all know what's wrong with it. But what's the alternative? Right now in the world, everyone's looking for an alternative. If anyone's blaming anybody for anything, they're blaming the government. Every country. blaming the government. The government's fault, the government's fault, the government's fault. And they are just the tip of one tentacle of the multi-tentacled corporate octopus. That's all they are. They're part of the enemy, but they're hiding the enemy. They are the smoke and mirrors of the enemy. So we get upset, we want to start throwing tomatoes, rotten tomatoes and eggs at people. We end up throwing it at them. It has no effect. Zero. So what's the alternative? Autocracy? Now, who is going to accept an autocrat right now in this world? Many leaders are being accused of being dictators and autocratic, and again, it becomes unacceptable by many of the people. And what's the other alternative after that? Well, the other alternative will require a different world for it to succeed. And that alternative is that the future is leaderless. You're all shouting, how can that be? How can that be? How can the future be leaderless? Who needs a fucking leader? Every one of us is a leader. So who needs to go around using a system that is corrupt to choose a leader who is going to fail you? And then they use the same democratic system, and they use people to come forward to make you think that it's going to be different the next time. Vote for me. And they're just dragging you back into this same democratic system which legitimizes these motherfuckers. So the only legitimacy they have is your vote, your consensual vote. Oh, he voted for me, so he will approve of any action I take. We don't. But in their minds, that's what they think. They think that we approve and we give our consent. And they can chew up the world with us in it, spit us out and shit us out. But anyway, let's put democracy on the, remove it. It's not working. Autocracy can't work because there isn't anybody. Not anybody you know or I know. And leaderlessness is, how the fuck do you achieve that? Right? You only achieve that when people abide by common law. They have no need to cause a system to appear that has to be an overlord because we are out of control. Now, we need to all calm the fuck down as people of the world and get along and not need a leader. Now, many of you know I am from an island in the Atlantic Ocean. Used to be called Erin. People now, using the Irish language, call it Era, and the fictional name, let me just point it out that it is fiction, the Republic of Ireland. "32 counties. Why can we not have 32 councils that oversee that which needs to be administered within the county with no centralized control? Nobody sitting up in a big fat cat sitting up on some big fat chair in big fat city, robbing and stealing, living off the proceeds of the theft of our earnings and our labour. And it's not just Ireland, it's every country in the world. So, how do you go about it? Education. Educate the people that a world is possible. Now, you need law and order, maybe, if people obey every rule in the book. There's no need for law and order. The only reason you have law and order is because there's a monopoly on crime. And governments and the government cannot operate unless it maintains a monopoly on crime and violence to give them legitimacy. You can't see through the plastic, but I'm sure you can guess what kind of vegetable I've got growing in under there. What? Yeah, it's a few months to go. So the world is on the precipice. Those that are in charge now want to change the world, but they also want to be in charge afterwards, once it's changed. We can't let that happen. Altogether, we have to put a stop to it somehow. Now, let me just go around and double check on everything. I'll be back. So, halfway through the cooking process, when the vegetables are half cooked and are absorbing hot water and steam, is the time to give it a secondary seasoning, right? With delicious salt, black pepper, not too much, and again my favourite herbs. When I started this sauce off, I had butter, olive oil, some vegetable stock, importante, bouillon de légumes méditerranéen. That means from the Mediterranean. And this is, like I told you before, oregano, basil and rosemary. The mix of the three is just so delicious. There you go. Keep temperatures down. Mix it all back up again. Watch it doesn't land on the frickin' floor like it does every day. You have to really keep going until everything is mashed to bits. So that's that. Now I'm gonna just get my cheese ready to go on top. One moment. So, getting my cheese ready. Look, I got goat's cheese. They're all sliced up and ready to go on top. I got some grated cheese, Maasdam Emmentaler mozzarella, 3 mixes. I got another Dutch cheese which I like. It's called Mimolette. Makes my sandwiches easy. Yeah. Let me just cost this whole thing out now because I'm at home alone. I'm going to make a big pie and I am going to eat it for the next 3 days. This is going to last me 3 days. The pack of mushrooms was 99 cents. Where is it? Yeah, there, yeah, 99 cents. The broccoli was like $1.99. So that's like $3. The cheese, I've got about two in total. $2 on cheese. And that whole big pie comes to $5-6. It's gone. I'm going to eat for 4 days. You see how you can fucking save money? By eating nutritionally, deliciously. And then if you've got kids and they're coming in hungry, I mean, if you put green broccoli and green this and maybe mushrooms or bread down on a plate, it's not, it ain't appetizing. You can't get vegetables into children that are conditioned with modern fast food shit, right? But when you make it into a form like this and you put it down in the center of the table, let's say they come in from outside playing and they see it, they immediately want it. Visually, it's like a big pizza, only nicer because you made it yourself. Huh? Yeah, I gotta do I'm gonna have some fries. Some French fries. Oh, sorry, there I go again. Freedom fries. Freedom fries. Now, I've shown you all before my air fryer, which in there is just half a spoonful of oil, and then I used to peel a lot of potatoes, and make fries all the time, and I just got so fucking fed up with that, right? That I decided to go frozen, buy frozen. And it's a lot easier. And there's nothing really, no shit in them. It's just potatoes. And then what you can do, I've done it before, you can add salt now. Salt, same salt. This is good stuff as well. Same type of stuff comes out of a dispenser. Salt, pepper, and my favorite herbs again. No shortage. And what else have we got here? Paprika, curry, and garlic. I didn't buy it, but I am going to eat it. There's a habit I have. Every single solitary thing that I buy, food-wise, everything, I eat every last morsel of everything I buy. I fucking throw nothing out. And if there is anything left over from other people, the magpies love these fries that I make with these herbs and spices on them. They're not afraid of me anymore, and they come and they eat them up. So, I'll be putting that on the machine in a few minutes. Timing is everything. Oh yeah, give them a bit of a shake, like that. And then they go into this baby, like that. Gets closed down. Won't plug it in yet, starts to beep immediately. Timing is everything. When the pie goes in the oven, the fries go on. Both come out at the same time. Ding, 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 ding. Right. I took my eye off it there for a second. Things got a little bit scorched, but that doesn't matter. That's braising. It adds a nice flavour. As long as you catch it in time and it doesn't burn. You don't go too far with it. Back in a second. Now, this is called fromage frais. No, fromage blanc. I'm going to just throw it in there into the middle of it and let it creamify my pie. There's one other thing I have to add, and that's a nice garlic. You always have to throw a nice garlic in, but when you put your garlic in, you put your garlic in at the end. So you get the taste. If you put it in earlier, it cooks, and sometimes it can overcook. Oh, the friggin', I had no creme fraiche, so the fromage blanc didn't really go into it very well. But this is my final ingredient, a garlic, which I have cut sideways and crossways, so I can drop these little cubes in. Remember, this is going in the oven afterwards with cheese on top. It's going to take 15-20 minutes for the cheese to cook on top, and then that's it, pie ready. Stop, I'm starving. There we go. See that? Bing, 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 bang. Oh, ladies, marriage proposals on a postcard, please. There we go. Because like right now, I'm doing all this because my wife and my mistress and my girlfriend have all gone off on vacation. Let's see what else I've got to show you. I also made for myself a salad. Just simple. Tomato, red onion, and blue cheese. Blue cheese. Let me just pull this over so you can take a look at it. Look at that nice block of blue cheese. There's my salad. My pie is almost ready. Everything is practically ready. It is ready. So why don't we just, you see, is this all adjusted correctly? Yeah, it is. You can see that. Right, off turns the gas. Everything drops into the middle of the pie. Look at that. Delicious, scrumptious, nutritious. And malicious. Because I am being one selfish dude here right now, making this whole thing all for me. But then again, I might have some guests coming around, you never know. Oh, guess who I bumped into 2 days ago at the Builder's Yard? Only the king of Starforts himself, Mr. Colin Gibney. So I invited him round, and he said he's going to come around this week while I'm on my own, and we're going to try and get an interview out. Right, let me get the rest of this thing together. So let's get cracking. There's my fries, you can see in there. Click, click. In it goes. Whoops. Ugh. 20 minutes. It's very noisy. And this baby now, let me just get that into the oven also. Da, 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 da. Oh, I forgot. Right, you do not want to add any more salt to it, but because the cheese can be salty. But I'm just going to decorate the top with a bit of pepper and a few more little herbs. Each stage you can add a little bit of seasoning, like that, not too much. Now, holding everything all at fucking hell, holding everything all at once. In it goes in the oven. 200 degrees this time, and about 15-18 minutes for the cheese to melt. Everything else is cooked. 20 minutes for them to be ready. Salad is ready. Now, in the meantime, before we get back to it, I may come over here, sit the fuck down, and roll myself a nice doobie woobie. I'll get back to you. Oh, that's better. Look who's here. Hey, say hello, baby. Say hello, princess. Huh? You famous? I make you famous. Oh, there's the Colosseum. I won't let this roll because I'm really busy at the moment over by the kitchen. So I'll pause. You've seen the Colosseum before. Now let me just show you this, okay? 4 minutes and 12 seconds and it's ready. Look at the time in there. 4 minutes and it's ready. That's what I talk about, timing. Everything, when you're cooking, everything has to come out of the oven at the same time. And this is advice to as many of you as I can get advice across to. Cook for yourself, treat yourself. Do not keep eating processed packaged shit which costs a fortune. Find your own ingredients, cook for yourself. It costs you a quarter of the amount and you live longer. Back to you in a second. Now you know there, everybody, that I use, look at that, I use pies to teach flat earth. You saw it in one of the last videos. Look at that. Isn't that nice and chunky and crispy? Woohoo! Yeah. Now, 1 second. Finally, wish me a bon appetit. Bon appetit to me. I'm going to stop filming now and I am going to eat my dinner. So remember, people, stay away from democracy and politicians. If any of them come around your house, knowing you, just say, you tell them, I got 2 words for you. Why don't you just fuck smooth off? Out of this world, and back out into the fucking ocean where you came from. That's it, people. See you next time. Love you all.